Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Shop My Stash video. So I'm going to be recapping on the items that were in my previous Shop My Stash, and how I've started filming my Shop My Stash now is that I'll film it after my eyeshadow roulette, and I do that just in case the eyeshadows in my eyeshadow roulette change, and then depending on the types of colours of those eyeshadows, that will really influence the makeup that I choose in the Shop My Stash. So the Shop My Stash basically lasts for about 4 weeks, for about a month, and I've set a target of each item. My target is to use each item at least 5 times, and I have my notepad here, and I am very pleased to say that I have met my target. I can't speak in today's video. I have met my target on every single item in my Shop My Stash. So let's recap the products then. The foundation product I included was the bareMinerals Original Loose Powder Foundation, and I've got loads of this left. I don't know if you can really see that, but I've got all of this left. Oh my goodness, this is going to take me years to use up. So yeah, I used this product 5 times over the past month, and I included this in the Shop My Stash because I'm panning the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue, and this is a really nice product to layer over the top of it just to mattify it a little bit, because the Complexion Rescue is really dewy, but also just provide a little bit more coverage as well. So like using those two together, and this just even on its own provides a really nice natural base. It makes it look like you're not wearing any base. You don't have any like telltale signs from using a liquid foundation. It's just super natural, but does provide a good level of coverage as well. So really enjoy using this product. And then my concealer I also used 5 times, and it was the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Huge concealer. This is 15 mils, and I think I have loads of this left. The doe foot applicator is still very wet with a lot of product. Really nice concealer. Now that I'm starting to use this more regularly, I really do like this concealer. It provides a really good amount of coverage, really easy to blend. I find as well that under my eyes it doesn't make my under eye area look really dry or really obvious that I'm wearing concealer, because sometimes the Fenty concealer that I have on today, sometimes that does it, but I find that this one doesn't. So I really like this, but I've said it before with this one, the shades are a little bit dodgy. This for me is too dark and too yellow. I need something a little bit more neutral, still neutral warm, and not as dark. This is my Fenty bronzer, the powder one, in the shade Shady Biz. I do want to start panning this product at some point this year, but I'm not quite ready to put it in my project pan yet. There's still a couple of items that I want to kind of get used up first before I introduce this one. And I used this one 7 times over the past month. Really good product to layer over the cream Fenty bronzer that I have that's in my project pan, so them two work really well together. This is quite light, so you can have quite a good amount of control over the intensity of saturation of the bronzer, which is really nice. And it is quite a neutral, although I think it looks kind of warm there. It is quite a neutral bronzer as well, so it's not really orangey or really muddy looking, which sometimes a bronzer can look, especially on like pale skin as well. So I enjoyed using this product as well. I also sometimes used it on my eyes, so like a little bit along the crease and under the lower lash line as well. So a good product to sort of double up on how you're using it. Next is this blusher from Vieve. This is in the shade Piazza. Now it looks quite scary here. It looks quite dark and intimidating, but like with the Fenty bronzer, you can really control the saturation of this product. So you can apply just a little bit and you get a little bit of blush of colour. But if you have a lot darker skin than I do and you want this real intensity, this real like rusty shade, then you can easily build up and achieve that. But this is nice when I wanted a real earthy shade of blusher. So I wanted something pink toned, but nothing too bubblegum, nothing too kind of dusky mauve. I wanted something a bit earthier, a bit more brick-like in shade. So this one is perfect, and I really like as well that it's not a scary blusher shade on somebody like myself who's very pale. It does look like it shouldn't work on me, but it does, which is really nice, and it works really quite nicely on the eyes as well. Complements my green eyes quite nicely. So I really like this one as well. I feel like I picked out some really good products with this previous Shop My Stash, so really enjoyed all bar probably one of these products, and I'll mention which one that is in a moment. Don't know if I said I used this 6 times. Next is a highlighter that I used 8 times, and it's my little mini Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade Mesmerize. I don't think I would buy this particular shade again because it is quite pinky. I prefer more of like a yellowy gold champagne colour highlighter. Even though I'm not really a massive highlighter fan, if I'm going to wear it, that is the type of shade that I like to go for. But saying that, this is still quite pretty, really easy to work with as well. Just put 2 or 3 sort of dots on your cheekbone. So I like to use my ring finger and then pat it out, and it looks super natural, super pretty, nothing too dazzling or hugely intense. Really, really nice. And again, you can build this one up as well, so you can go with just a little bit of highlight or go for like that real more dramatic highlight if that is your bag. Next are my 2 eyeliners. I've got Papyrus and Dynasty, both by Peaches and Cream. I'm eating my hair. And I wore both of these 5 times as well. Really easy to wear Papyrus because I just pop that in the waterline, and that makes my eyes look a lot more bright and awake. So really good tip if you are tired and it's really showing in your eyes. Little bit of sort of nude in your waterline really opens your eyes out. Eyes out? Eyes up. Either way. And then Dynasty is a gorgeous orangey copper shade. I'll just show you it here. Absolutely beautiful. I tend to wear this, and I did wear it like this yesterday, drawn all over the lid, fluffy brush, smudge it out, and then I actually put some of Raw Sienna from the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, that's in my eyeshadow roulette, in the crease, like I've done today as well actually. And the look was really, really beautiful. So I'm kind of tempted to keep this one in my Shop My Stash, but we will see once I go and pick out some colours. But beautiful eyeliners. I really do love these eyeliners. I say it every time I talk about them, but they're so creamy, really pigmented, last ages, and they're really cheap as well. 4 or 5 quid, something like that, but you can get them in a set as well, so excellent eyeliners. Next is my gloss by Kiko in the shade 19. It would go quite well with this actually, which is MAC Oak Lip Liner, but it is a brownish lip gloss. Beautiful shade, really versatile. You can wear it on its own, over this shade of lip liner, over lipstick. Really hydrating, but very thin, not gloopy or sticky or tacky. A really comfortable lip gloss to wear. So if you're not a lip gloss fan because of that heavy tacky feeling, try these out. Again, real reasonably priced as well, 7-8 quid I think, possibly. And loads of shade choices as well, so go and check those out. Wore this one 6 times, and this one really complemented the other products in my Shop My Stash and also my project pan as well, so I felt like I really kind of got my use out of this product. Next is lipsticks. This one is fast becoming my favourite lipstick that I own, and it's in the shade 235 by L'Oreal. It's the colour Riche lipsticks. This is how it looks at the bottom there, so it's got a slight sheen to it, but it's a beautiful warm toned rosy pink, a very natural looking shade, really beautiful on its own, would look great over the top of this lip liner. I have done that quite a few times as well, but it's also nice mixed in with other lipstick shades as well. You can add this to sort of darker lipsticks, more like berry mauvey lipsticks, and it just adds a soft bit of like lightness. It really tones down a bit of the intensity. Just a really versatile shade, very flattering, very natural looking. Love this lipstick, wore it 6 times. And then the item that I didn't enjoy using this month is my last lipstick that I wore 5 times, and it's by Vieve and it's in the shade Treasure. Just want to mention one thing that I am not happy about with this lipstick. So this lipstick, I don't like the shade on me. It's not flattering at all, so because of that I haven't worn it that often at all. And when I wear a lipstick, I'll show you with the other one, I do not open it like that fully and apply it, because you're going to break it. You're going to apply too much pressure and it's going to snap off. So I never wear lipsticks like that. I never apply them like that. However, this one, and it's not doing it now, but I opened it the other day, it has come out. This fell out when I opened it the other day, and this lipstick is not cheap. Yes, it's not the most expensive lipstick you can buy. I think it's around about £19, but that's still a considerable amount of money. And for a lipstick that costs that much, that I haven't used that often, it should not be falling out of its packaging. So not happy with that. I'll swatch it for you as well. Not keen on the shade of it. Looks lovely on my hand on the bottom there. A really beautiful orange, warm, nude lipstick. But on me it just drains all colour, all life from my skin. So it's not flattering at all on its own. But with darker lipsticks, it does help to tone down the saturation of a darker lipstick. So that is how I have been wearing it, and that's how I have managed to wear it 5 times. So moving forwards, I think that is how I'm going to wear this lipstick, because on its own it's just far too pale, far too light for my colouring. Alright, so those were all of the items that I have previously been working on. So my most recent upload is my eyeshadow roulette video. Now in that video, the eyeshadows that I chose were beautiful. 2 of them are more warm browns, so I think that means that I can pick some warmer, more natural type of makeup, which I personally love. I love wearing that makeup, this kind of makeup that I've got on today. But 3 of the eyeshadows as well were possibly a little bit cooler. They were pinks and purples, so I think when I choose my makeup in a moment, I'll go and take you to my dressing table. I think that opens up a lot of options for me, because I can go for some more warmer tones that suit the browns, and then some cooler pinks and purples that suit the pinks and purple eyeshadows that I randomly selected. So let's go and pick out some makeup now and see what I want to work on. Okay, so what I've done here is that I've left out the makeup that I included in my products I want to use up by the end of the year video, because if they're always out, if they're always there whilst I'm doing my makeup, then that's encouraging me to dip into some of these products and use them, rather than me putting them back away in my makeup organising units that I've got. So I just want to see if there's any here that I want to include. Now the ELF foundation is going to be the next foundation that I'm going to pan. Oh my goodness. So this one I won't include in the Shop My Stash because of that. The primer I don't think I'm going to have any trouble remembering to include, so again I don't think I'm going to include this because I'll just use it when I feel like I need to. I have a little Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, but I think I'm not going to include that in a Shop My Stash. I think this again shouldn't be a problem for me to use up, so I will leave that for now. Same thing with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I'm using this pretty much every day whenever I wear makeup, so again I'm not forgetting to use this, so I won't include that one. But eyeliners. Now unfortunately, none of the eyeshadows in my eyeshadow roulette are going to suit this colour of eyeliner, so for now I'm not going to include this one. But I will include this black one from KVD. Oh gosh, this black liquid liner. I don't really like wearing black liquid liner or black eyeliner anyway, but I want to get this one used up and not just throw it away. So focus. Let's include this one. I've got a couple of lip liners here. Now this long one here from MAC I'm going to put in my project pan once I'm done with Oak, so again I won't include that, but I think I'll include this pink one by Max Factor in the shade Pink Princess, because this will go quite nicely with the purple eyeshadows in my eyeshadow roulette. This is how it looks, and also this is really nice to wear with MAC Oak lip liner as well. You get a nice hybrid lip colour. It's like a muted pink, but nothing too vibrant like Pink Princess is on its own. It's more of a natural everyday pink colour on me. So yeah, I'm going to include this lip liner. And I think I'm going to include a couple of the lipsticks as well. I think I'm going to include these 2. So I have MAC Faux, which used to be my favourite lipstick, but I think is a touch too blue based and cool for me now. And then Nyx Eurotrash at the top there, which is meant to be a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. So those 2 on their own are quite nice, but again I can mix those in with each other, wear them with the lip liner as well. So yeah, those will be quite nice. Okay, let's look at products in here then. So I've got my Too Faced concealer that I have been working on. I'm going to say no for now, and I'm also going to say no for the bareMinerals foundation that I was working on. The Hollywood Flawless Filter, I think once I come on to use the ELF Flawless Finish foundation in my project pan, because it's quite matte, I think I will mix it in with some of this. So I won't include this in the Shop My Stash. Also won't include the NARS foundation either. I've got 3 lip glosses at the back here. I think this one is a little bit too corally, a little bit too girly pink to go with the mauvey shades of pink and purple that I've got in my eyeshadow roulette. So the lip glosses are going to be a no. Eyeshadow sticks, no. I am going to go for this Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner. Those are the two shades there under the blue. I did actually wear, I think, the rose gold eyeliner in that eyeshadow roulette video. So these shades will go really nicely with the pinks and purples in the eyeshadow roulette. So I'm going to include this eyeliner. I am also going to put back in Dynasty by Peaches and Cream, because I can wear this all over the lid, smudge it out, and then go in with the two browns in my eyeshadow roulette. I think I could get a really nice summery bronzed eyeshadow look. And that is how that one looks. So at the bottom there, really bronzed, really warm and golden. It's a beautiful eyeshadow. And ideally I do want to use this one up by the end of the year as well. So if I can wear it all over the lid, I'm going to get through it that bit quicker than just as a standard eyeliner. And I think that's going to be it for eyeliners. I have my nude one here, and I've got a little brown liquid liner. And then this is my eyebrow pencil. So I think that's it for this. I think that's also it for lipsticks and lip liners as well, because I've got one lip liner and one lipstick in my project pan. And I've just also chosen 2 lipsticks and another lip liner for this Shop My Stash. So I think that's it for lip products, because I don't want to overload myself with a lot of lip products. So I think that'll do for lips. Now, eyeshadow palettes and eyeshadow singles I don't include because I've got that eyeshadow roulette going on. So it just leaves us with this, which is a few eye and face palettes, bronzer, a couple of blushes, powder, blusher, eyeshadow primer. The eyeshadow primer by MAC I'm going to say no to, because I can start using this once I've used up the eyeshadow primer in my project pan. I haven't used this blush in a while. I'm tempted to include this because I haven't used it in ages. So I think I might add this one in. This is Milani Luminoso, so a shimmery peachy coral shade, but I think I could probably only use this when I wear the brown eyeshadows. So yeah, I'll go for that one. I forgot to add back in these that were in my previous Shop My Stash. There we go, they can go there. So these palettes here, I'm not going to include for eyeshadow. However, I think I want a blusher. I think I want a pinky blusher, a hat. This is the one I want. So this is the, what are you? Flirty Friday palette by Laura Geller. I'm going to include this blusher because it's a muted pink. It's quite a warm dusky rose pink, and this will go really nicely with the pinks and purples in my eyeshadow roulette. As you can see in this palette here, it pairs quite nicely with these shades. So I'm going to include this pink. And I think that will be it for blushes. So I won't include the blushes in these 2 palettes or these 3 here. This is just a mattifying powder, so I won't include that. I'm not going to go for my Fenty bronzer, but I will go for the Vieve one, just so I can kind of keep dipping in and out of my current bronzers. So I'm going to include this one, beautiful bronzers. I think I prefer this to the Fenty bronzer. It's just a bit more natural looking, a bit more buildable, a bit more pigmented as well. And I think it stays longer on the face as well. So let's include this one. Okay, so these are my choices then. So I've got a couple of blushes. I've got this one here, and I've got the one in the Laura Geller palette. I've got a bronzing duo, 2 lipsticks. I've got a lip liner here, and then 3, well, 4 because this is double-ended, 4 eyeliners. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe if you haven't yet as well. It would be lovely to have you here. And I'll see you again soon for my next video. Bye.